making headlines this hour. President's office announces Dr. Mohamed Muiz will undertake an official visit to the Federal Republic of Germany from 9 to 13 February 2026. The Minister of Higher Education, Labor and Skills Development launches a new digital platform, the Higher Education Management System, known as KURI. Elections Commission of Maldives, ECM, announces that the ruling People's National Congress, PNC, has fielded the highest number of candidates for the upcoming Local Council and Women's Development Committee elections scheduled for April.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to PSM News in English with me, Abdullah Ahil. And now the news in detail. President's office announces Dr. Mohamed Muiz will undertake an official visit to the Federal Republic of Germany from the 9th to the 13th of February 2026 at the invitation of German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier.
During the visit, the president is scheduled to hold high-level talks with Frank-Walter Steinmeier and other senior officials of the German government. The discussions will focus on areas of mutual interest and are expected to further strengthen bilateral relations between Maldives and Germany. As part of the program, President Muiz will visit Humboldt Universität zu Berlin, where he will deliver a keynote address on the Maldives' experience in climate change adaptation. He's also scheduled to speak at the German Council on Foreign Relations, outlining the Maldives' perspective on the role of the ocean in foreign policy. The president will be accompanied by a high-level delegation, including cabinet ministers and business representatives. A business forum will also be held during the visit to explore investment and collaboration opportunities between the two countries. President Muiz's visit coincides with the 60th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the Maldives and Germany, which were formally established on 5th July 1966.
Dr. Muhammad Wahid Hassan has resigned from his post as Special Envoy to the President. His resignation letter was submitted to Dr. Mohamed Muiz on Tuesday morning. Dr. Wahid was appointed to Special Envoy to the President on the 26th of May last year. No further details regarding the resignation were immediately disclosed. The Deputy Speaker of the Parliament, Ahmed Nazim, travels to Karachi, Pakistan to attend a major regional parliamentary conference. The Deputy Speaker is participating in the 7th CPA Asia Regional Conference, held jointly with the 2nd CPA Asia and Southeast Asia Regional Conference, taking place from the 3rd to the 7th of February 2026. During the visit, Deputy Speaker Nazim is scheduled to attend the Regional Executive Committee meeting, where the Maldives Parliament will formally assume the chairmanship of the CPA Asia region, covering the 68th to the 71st Commonwealth Parliamentary Conferences. The conference is being hosted by the Provincial Assembly of Sindh and is centered on the theme Parliaments of the Future, Redefining Democracy Through Trust, Inclusion, Innovation and Peace. Deputy Speaker Nazim is accompanied by Ahmad Riaz, Member of the Parliament for the Timarafushi constituency, and Aishat Iman, Senior Foreign Relations Officer at the Parliament Secretariat. The Ministry of Higher Education, Labor and Skills Development launches a new digital platform, the Higher Education Management System, known as KURI, aimed at strengthening and streamlining services provided to students.
The system was inaugurated by Dr. Ali Haidar Ahmad, Minister of Higher Education, Labor and Skills Development. The ministry said the platform marks a significant step towards improving governance and management within the higher education sector. According to the ministry, KURI is designed to provide a more responsible and efficient approach to education services benefiting students, parents, and service providers. During the launch, students were also briefed on how to use the system. Ian Sharif, a Maldivian student currently studying in Malaysia, said the system would be especially beneficial for students studying abroad. He noted that the platform improves transparency and saves time. The ministry said the government places a high priority on delivering reliable and efficient education services and noted that the system is expected to play an important role in addressing financial challenges faced by students.
Minister of Higher Education, Labor and Skills Development Dr. Ali Haider Ahmed says the newly launched Higher Education Management System, or KURI, will improve access to scholarships and loans, reduce delays, and help address financial challenges faced by students as part of the Maldives 2.0 initiative.
The minister made the remarks while speaking at the launch of the Higher Education Management System introduced to digitize and strengthen services provided by the ministry. Dr. Ali Haider Ahmed said the government has long provided scholarships and education loans to support higher studies, but acknowledged that delays in decision-making and weaknesses in existing systems had caused difficulties for students and parents. He said administrative inefficiencies had, in some cases, disrupted students' education and access to financial support. He said the new digital system will play a key role in addressing the financial challenges faced by students by improving efficiency, transparency, and access to services. He noted that the new system will accelerate service delivery under the Maldives 2.0 initiative, which aims to digitize public institutions, improve governance, and strengthen institutional operations. The minister described the system as a critical step towards improving the administration of the higher education sector, offering a streamlined and responsible platform for students, parents, and service providers. Dr. Ali Haider Ahmed said the government's overarching goal is to ensure that no student misses an educational opportunity due to administrative delays or financial constraints, expressing confidence that the new system will help students build a stronger future.
Election Commission of Maldives, or ECM, announces that the ruling People's National Congress, or PNC, has fielded the highest number of candidates for the upcoming local council and Women's Development Committee elections scheduled for April.
Speaking on a program aired on PSM News, Election Commission Vice President Abdul Rahman Salah Rashid said the Commission has completed processing all candidacy forms submitted during the nomination period and informed candidates of their status. According to the Election Commission of Maldives, 6 political parties are contesting the local council elections. The Commission has accepted 1,210 candidates from political parties and 401 independent candidates, bringing the total number of eligible candidates to 1,611. A total of 678 councillors will be elected to local councils. The ruling People's National Congress, PNC, is contesting the highest number of seats, fielding 665 candidates. Candidates contesting local council elections are as follows: People's National Congress, PNC, with 665 candidates, Maldivian Democratic Party, MDP, with 495 candidates, Maldives Development Alliance, MDA, with 31 candidates, Jumhuri Party, JP, with 8 candidates, the Democrats, with 8 candidates, and Adalat Party, AP, with 3 candidates. For the Women's Development Committee elections, the Election Commission said 1,611 candidacy forms were submitted, of which 1,383 were accepted. Of the accepted candidates, 1,116 are representing 5 political parties, while 267 candidates are contesting as independents. A total of 678 members will be elected to Women's Development Committees nationwide. PNC is again contesting the highest number of seats with 658 candidates. Candidates contesting Women's Development Committee elections are as follows: People's National Congress, PNC, with 658 candidates, Maldivian Democratic Party, MDP, with 417 candidates, Maldives Development Alliance, MDA, with 28 candidates, Jumhuri Party, JP, with 7 candidates, and Adalat Party, AP, with 6 candidates. The Election Commission said candidates will be allowed to withdraw their nominations before the draw of candidate numbers. Abdul Rahman Salah Rashid said the draw is expected to take place around February 12th to 13th. The Commission announced that a total of 2,993 candidates will contest the combined local council and Women's Development Committee elections. It noted that the figures would change only if candidates voluntarily withdraw or if a court orders the acceptance of a previously rejected candidacy. The local council and Women's Development Committee elections are scheduled to be held in April 4. Under the elections, 626 councillors will be elected to island councils and 52 councillors to city councils, with the same number of members to be elected to women's development committees. According to the Elections Commission, 294,937 people are eligible to vote, including 144,527 women and 150,410 men.
The Election Commission of Maldives, or ECM, formalizes a partnership with the Maldives Police Service, or MPS, to enhance security and coordination for the upcoming local council and Women's Development Committee elections.
The Memorandum of Understanding was signed by ECM Chairman Mohammad Zahid and Commissioner of Police Ismail Naveen, marking a critical step towards ensuring transparent and peaceful electoral processes. Under the agreement, the police will provide logistical and security support for the local council and WDC elections scheduled for the 4th of April. The collaboration aims to safeguard polling station, ballot boxes, election materials, and personnel, mitigating risk of interference or unrest. Speaking at the signing ceremony, Commissioner Naveen emphasized the police force's commitment to a smooth electoral process. Meanwhile, ECM Chairman Zahid acknowledged the heightened political tension typical of election cycles. A total of 678 councillors, 626 for island councils and 52 for city councils, will be elected alongside an equal number of Women's Development Committee members. With 294,937 eligible voters, the ECM has underscored the importance of public trust in the electoral system.
Maldives Airports Company Limited, or MACL, reveals a total of 63 hectares of land has been reclaimed so far under the Diddu Land Reclamation Project, representing more than half of the total planned work. The reclamation project, being carried out by MACL, is intended to support airport development and housing needs in Diddu. Reclamation work began on the 5th of January with a total of 112 hectares of land to be reclaimed under the project. MACL told PSM News that 63 hectares of reclamation work has now been completed, accounting for 56.25% of the overall project. Officials said the dredger being used for the project is among the largest in the world. The trailing suction hopper dredger, Leif Eriksen, has a capacity of 46,000 cubic meters and is being used to accelerate reclamation works. Although Diddu has registered population of around 5,000, the number increases to approximately 7,000 due to people relocating to the island for education and healthcare services. Diddu serves as the administrative capital of Ha Alif Atoll. The land reclamation project was pledged by President Dr. Mohamed Muiz as part of his development commitments to the island and the wider region. The airport is expected to improve transportation links and contribute to economic development across the atoll. In addition to Diddu, nearby islands including Vashafaru, Filladu, Kela, Muraidu, Bara, and Utimu are also expected to benefit from the airport project. Ha Alif Atoll currently has an airport in Horafushi and comprises 14 inhabited islands with a population of approximately 20,000. In a pivotal step towards realizing the nation's ambitious digital future, the Maldives Innovation and Digital Corporation, or MindCo, convenes a one-day workshop titled Co-Creating Pillar 6, bringing together digital transformation officers, or DTOs, from across the government. The session was a strategic effort to align all state institutions under the sixth pillar of the Maldives 2.0 Digital Transformation Roadmap, which prioritizes designing public services that are fundamentally citizen-friendly and business-friendly. These DTOs, appointed within various government agencies, are the linchpins of the national strategy to bridge digital divides and achieve the goal of establishing the Maldives as a digital-first nation by mid-2028. The workshop served as a crucial platform to strengthen interagency collaboration, encourage the sharing of vital information and experiences, and lay a unified foundation for upcoming digital initiatives. Speaking at the event, the Minister of State for Homeland Security and Technology, Dr. Mohammad Kinanat, underscored the government's unwavering commitment to this transformation. In a shift in its operational model, Mindco also announced its evolution from acting primarily as a support and guidance partner to becoming an active co-builder of digital services. This strategic change is designed to foster a closer, more effective working relationship with DTOs, ensuring that the user experience is placed at the very heart of exploring and implementing digital solutions. The ultimate aim is to move beyond simply digitizing existing processes to fundamentally reimagining the improving how citizens and businesses interact with their government. In a move to modernize its social welfare framework, the Maldives Zakat House officially launches the Zakat Asnaf Card, a pioneering initiative designed to streamline and digitize the distribution of Zakat-funded assistance to the nation's most vulnerable citizens.
The card was inaugurated by the Minister of Islamic Affairs, Dr. Muhammad Shahim Ali Saeed, at a ceremony held at the Ministry of Islamic Affairs. The launch marks a significant milestone in the institution's ongoing mission to enhance the efficiency, transparency, and dignity of its services in accordance with Sharia principles. Exclusively designated for individuals registered in the National Registry of the Poor and Needy, ASNAF, the card functions as a unified digital key. It empowers eligible beneficiaries to seamlessly access a wide array of assistance programs, both current and future, administered by the Zakat House. The system effectively eliminates the long-standing administrative burden on recipients who previously had to submit basic documentation repeatedly for each application. Now, services can be accessed instantly with a single scan of the card. Powered by advanced QR code technology, each ASNAF card is directly linked to the verified digital profile of the recipient within the Zakat House's secure system. This allows authorized service providers to instantly confirm an individual's eligibility, ensuring that vital Zakat assistance is distributed transparently, efficiently, and exclusively to its rightful recipients. This initiative is the first phase of the broader beneficiary identification card system proposed by the Maldives Zakat House. The overarching goal is to integrate all Zakat-funded programs under a single, cohesive digital framework. Future phases of this digital transformation journey are already planned, including the integration of comprehensive digital records and the introduction of a dedicated mobile application to further ease access for beneficiaries. According to the government, these technological advancements will profoundly enhance accountability, prevent the duplication of aid, and support data-driven decision-making to optimize the impact of Zakat collection and distribution across the nation. The launch of the ASNAF card is a key component of the broader administration agenda under President Dr. Mohamed Moise to strengthen the national Zakat system. It follows the historic establishment of the Maldives Zakat House itself, which centralized the management and distribution of Zakat into a single dedicated institution, ensuring this pillar of Islam is fulfilled with greater trust and efficacy than before.
Insights into business. Inside Beijing's bustling Kaibai gold trading, the third and fourth floors feel like two different worlds.
On the third floor, long lines of customers clutch gold bars, commemorative coins, bangles, and necklaces. 40-year-old individual investor, including in gold, surnamed Bao, said he had arrived at the store looking to invest as he spoke to Reuters outside the store. On the fourth floor above, the mood shifts. Buyers crowd around digital price boards and stare at their phones, tracking real-time movements as prices tick up and down by the minute. They linger near the counters, ready to place orders for gold bars at spot prices. On Tuesday, gold surged over 5%, on track for its biggest daily gain since November 2008, while silver also jumped as precious metal staged a comeback after their steepest two-day drop in decades. Residents and retiree surnamed Lee in her 50s told Reuters after leaving the store she had made a purchase without disclosing any detail before exclaiming she had to seize the opportunity to buy, as she was uncertain on how much gold prices would go up next time when surges come calling. Another resident, Mao, who works for a state firm, said she was waiting and observing when it came to gold price fluctuations, and the reason behind her coming to the store was to see what they had to offer, as she considered buying both gold jewelry and gold bars.
Update on world affairs. Iran's foreign minister says his country was ready for diplomacy with the United States.
Abbas Araghchi, speaking to officials at the shrine of Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, added that any talks must take place with mutual respect. Iran and the United States will resume nuclear talks in Turkey, Iranian and U.S. officials told Reuters on Monday. And U.S. President Donald Trump warned that with big U.S. warships heading to Iran, bad things would happen probably if a deal could not be reached. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi will meet in Istanbul in an effort to revive diplomacy over a long-running dispute about Iran's nuclear program and dispel fears over a new regional war, while a regional diplomat said representatives from both countries such as Saudi Arabia and Egypt would also participate.
Moving on to sports, Milan's Teatro alla Scala hosts the 145th IOC session opening ceremony with dignitaries and guests attending the event.
IOC members including Prince Albert II of Monaco and FIFA President Gianni Infantino walked on the red carpet ahead of the opening ceremony, in which guests were treated to various musical performances on the famous La Scala stage. IOC President Christy Coventry, who took over as president in June 2025, said the games would be unforgettable with everyone excited for them. Italian President Sergio Mattarella, the Milano Cortina 2026 Foundation President Giovanni Malago, and Italian National Olympic Committee President Luciano Buonfiglio also gave speeches at the event. Organizers have been racing ahead of the clock to complete several venues that had been on an extremely tight deadline since the start of preparations for the Games. These venues include the Cortina d'Ampezzo Sliding Center, which had to be built from scratch, and the Sant'Aguila ice hockey venue in Milan. Days ago, it was revealed that a cable car intended to carry spectators to the Women's Olympic alpine skiing in Cortina would not be ready on time. It is the first time in 20 years since the 2006 Torino Olympics that the Winter Games returned to the European Alps. The Olympics will kick off with an opening ceremony at the San Siro Stadium on the February of 6th. The Games will run all the way to the February of the 22nd.
Concluding with lighter yet interesting news, scientists in Britain creates a soft jelly-like robot that can rapidly change shape and move when controlled by external electric fields in what they describe as a step toward more adaptable machines for tasks where rigid robots struggle.
The work, led by the University of Bristol research associate Seekun Zhu with colleagues at Bristol and Queen Mary University of London, centers on a new material the team calls an electromorphing gel, or E-MG. The jelly-like composite can be made to rotate, stretch, spread, bend, and twist under carefully arranged electric fields applying via ultralight electrode architecture, enabling a system to deliver multiple types of motion.
Our future targets to integrate more functions, like sensing is one of the aspects, and also we found it can also be used in generate a large force by configuring the electrode. So it can be also used as artificial muscle in our next steps.
In demonstration, an E-MG humanoid gymnast prototype used its flexible body and active limb-like structures to traverse by swinging along an overhead surface. Soft robotics aims to create machines that are compliant and adaptable, including for wearable and healthcare. But many systems face trade-offs in speed, range of motion, and independent control of complex shape changes. The researchers said electric field control could also reduce reliance on bulky and expensive magnetic setups used in some earlier approaches, and that E-MG components could be paired with conventional rigid parts to build hybrid machines tailored to specific tasks.
And that's all the news we have for today. We'll be back with any further updates. Until then, I'm Abdullah Ahil from PSM News.